Welcome to the Visionary Hotspot Extended, where real
Every
conversations
action you
matter.
take becomes conscious. Otherwise, you're acting unconsciously. So it changes the frequency. When you know who you are, you're in a frequency where you can let out calmness out of you. And when you do that, you create a space for others to do the same. So it is important not only for you, but also for the people you meet and talk to, everybody that are around you. If you know who you are and you act from that certainty that you know that, then you allow other people to be authentic, you allow them to be themselves. That is a rare thing in our society. We're always playing some kind of roles. Looking at the problems that we have and looking for the positive side of them. We look at problems and we see things and we pretend that they're not there. I mean, you have a problem and you need to deal with the problem, but it's how you deal with the problem. It's if you can learn how to look at the possibilities that are built into that problem, because everything has a positive and a negative side, or a more positive, more negative side. So if we learn how to find the lessons, the options that are good for us in that problem, then we become more authentic to ourselves. I think that you need to start looking at your reality as a part of you and not something outside of you. You also understand that you are the one creating your own reality by how you react to the things that come to you. Because we're all attracting the things that we have in our reality. They're attracted to us through our own frequencies. So you have to deal with your own frequency first. You have to start with asking yourself, what do I need to change in order for my reality to change around me? And you talk about faking till you make it. It's all about what you put into the word fake, because sometimes you can tell yourself, I'm going in that direction and this is what I want in my life, and you stay on that path. Even if you're not there, you push yourself to be there because you want to be there. And that's not faking. That's actually acting the way you wish to, what you wish to become. You act before you are that. Because everything you want to become has to come from within. So you have to have the frequency first, and then it will show up in your reality. But if you don't change the frequency within you, that is, if you don't start acting that way, you can never encounter it in your reality, because your frequency will stop you from seeing it. So it's all about how you interpret the word faking until you make it. If it feels untrue to you, if it feels like you're pretending or like you're not honest, then it's the wrong frequency and you will not get what you want. So it has to come from a true place within you. And then it's not that everyone will see the same thing as you see, but you're still on track and you're still doing your own thing. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it's all a question about where this faking comes from. If it is from an authentic place within you, or if you're doing it for someone else. That's the minute you start pursuing who you are, you understand that you need to relax in that, because you can't force this. So you stay in the frequency of being relaxed, and then you start oozing and asking yourself, do I like this? No, I don't. So I won't do more of that. I'll do more of this because I like that. And it's all about trusting the process and trusting the flow. I think it's more of a masculine principle that has been very dominant in our society, which has pushed us into acting and pushing and goal setting, and that has become our only way to be. Whereas sometimes you need the feminine principle, which is all about trusting and organic flow of things coming to you, understanding them from a deeper level, from an intuition. So I think we need both of these principles, and when you can balance those, that's when you feel that it's easier to find who you truly are and to flourish both in work and private life. It's all about taking responsibility for what you are allowing to manifest through you in this reality. I mean, we are co-creating this reality. You say something to me, I react on that, and we have created a situation which will create other situations, and this is It's how we create reality. So you have a responsibility for what you are allowing through you into this reality. Everything is energy. Bring energy through you, which will behave or have a certain form in this physical reality. So it is up to you to stop anger. It is up to you to stop anxiety or whatever you are allowing through you. You have to take responsibility for that feeling. I decided with my free will that I will not allow anything to be manifested through me unless it passes my love filter. So everything that encounters me, I ask myself, is there love in this? If there is no love in that, I am not allowing it through me. So I choose something else in my reality. I choose something that contains more love. There's always choices. We live in a reality which is based on polarities. So everything has a plus and a minus, a dark side and a bright side. You need to shift it to find the brighter side if you want that. And it's up to you to do that. It's always your responsibility to do that. So, I mean, a responsibility can feel heavy, but it actually isn't. It is liberating because you're the one creating things in your reality, and it liberates you from guilt and other things because you take responsibility for what is manifested through you. It's not easy in the beginning, but when you get a hang of it, it becomes a habit and it creates an enormous difference in your reality. I don't actually know about that, how to do that, but what I do know is that everything is made of frequencies. In this reality, I mean, in this physical reality, everything is energy, and energy is frequency. So the only thing differentiating me from you is the frequency, or sand from water. It's the frequency. And how do we change a frequency? Well, love is a higher frequency than hate and fear. So if you want to solve something, you need to go to a higher frequency in order to solve it. And if your reality outside of you feel that it is going to a low frequency, it is a sign that you need to heighten your frequency. So it's always about the balance in this reality. And you can feel it because it affects your emotions. But since you have a free will, you can affect your own emotions, which means that you can shift your frequency whenever you wish. You can shift your frequency by telling yourself that, okay, this is not so bad, I can handle this, I'm strong enough, and you raise your own frequency, or by feeling gratitude for something. So you raise your frequency, and then the reality out there has to mirror that frequency. Because the way I see reality, the physical reality outside of me is a mirror of what is happening inside of me. So it is a mirroring frequency of my own frequency. To change something outside of me, I need to change something within, because I mean, you can't change the mirror, but you can change your face looking at the mirror, and then the mirror changes. So it always comes from within, the change of the frequency. You haven't lived in the past, you can't live in the future. What it's about is that your point of power is always in the now moment. You can't do anything to your past, and you certainly can't do anything to your future because it's not here. The only place where you truly are is here and now. So if you're not grounded in the now moment always, you will always live in some kind of guilt from your past. Or it is when you are not present in the now moment that you become irritated because you are somewhere in the future, you are worried because you need to do stuff, or you're somewhere in the past reliving something, and it makes you irritated. It becomes a trigger because you're not present in the now moment. And sometimes we have these belief systems that we have taught from our parents. We learn a certain behavior, and then we do it habitually to our children. And think, why am I doing this? Why am I saying no? I remember when my son was 3 or 4 years old and he wanted to do something, and I habitually did that. And then I stopped myself and I asked myself, why am I saying no to this? He wants to explore. Why am I stopping this child from exploring? So I decided that no, I have to, every time I want to say no, I will stop myself and ask myself, why am I saying no? Is it because it's convenient for me, or is it because it's dangerous for him? And usually it was because I didn't want to engage in that. So I decided that no, I will not say no to him. I will say, why do you want to do it? And if he gives me some kind of a explanation that is good, then he can do anything he wants. And this is really all about evolving and raising a child that can have a great space of consciousness, so to speak, that a child that knows that it is okay to ask, a child that knows that it is okay to explore, it is okay to be. All of these things, they are very important. My Twitter ID is @mypowertalk, and I put out tweets every day about who we are and why we are here, and connect to your soul, your source, your core. Remind you every single day of who you are and why you are here. So that's the best place to find me, but you can also go to my site, mypowertalk.com.
Join us at thevisionarywoman.com, a media network of women, for women, by women. Watch our host of insightful visionary extended interviews. Listen to the Visionary Hotspot Talk Radio to empower your evenings, and read fascinating articles, perseverance, and inspiration, all in mind. Visit thevisionarywoman.com and follow us on our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.